The National Archives, a short time ago, released thousands of new pages of declassified records related to President John F. Kennedy's assassination. President Trump announced the impending release last night, causing attorneys within the Justice Department to stay up all night to assist with the declassification process. Now, this is a small tranche from the more than 6 million pages of records in the National Archives collection. The majority have already been declassified over the years and are available online. Joining us now from Washington is ABC's Terry Moran. Terry, great to see you. So within days of coming into office, President Trump said he would declassify these documents. Are we expecting to learn anything that would question what was already established by the Warren Commission report?
Stephanie, the short answer is no. The Warren Commission concluded that Lee Oswald was the lone gunman and killed President Kennedy in a fit of anger and rage and his own darkness. And that has, for all the speculation and all the tantalizing clues in that amazing movie by Oliver Stone, JFK, suggesting wider conspiracies, all these documents really haven't. These were documents that had been withheld, 80,000 of them. Our team is still going through them, so we could find a bombshell. But right now, what we're mostly seeing, and the CIA didn't want to release some of this, is the surveillance. The CIA was surveilling Lee Harvey Oswald on his trips to Mexico. He was in Finland. He was only 24 when he was killed, so he got around. He had defected to Russia. There were a lot of reasons that the FBI and the CIA were following him, and the CIA never told the FBI or the Secret Service about him, and that was a problem, then tried to cover that up for years. So there's malfeasance in government, but is there another shooter? Is there a puppeteer who was manipulating Lee Oswald? At this point, there's no additional evidence of that at all. It looks like he was a very familiar American figure, a young, broken, lonely man whose life was coming apart, who had dreams of glory and a gun.
And Terry, why has the president made such a big deal about the release of these documents?
That's a great question, Stephanie. You know, like so many in his generation, he's been fascinated by it for a long time. He never believed the official version, the Warren Commission version, that Oswald acted alone. And I think there's something bigger. I think that President Trump sees himself as someone who is coming to represent the people who don't trust the government, who just don't trust it anymore, who thinks there's malfeasance and conspiracies within the government. And I think this is a symbol of his determination to change the nature of the government so that his people anyway, and he hopes all people, I'm sure, trust the government again. It's just a gesture, not an insignificant one. 80,000 pages, the CIA didn't want them released. It does make the government look bad in some ways. So far, no evidence that it changes the historical understanding of who killed JFK. Stephanie.
And we'll see if it changes the president's perspective at all. As you mentioned, 80,000 pages released. Terry, thank you so much for your time.